Hello, wonderful attendees. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from lovely Professional University. Get ready to dive into today's topic, that is automation in action, transforming industries with robotics. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the expert of the day, Dr. Ramandeep, Assistant Professor, School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering, Lovely Professional University. Dr. Ramandeep earned his PhD from Pondicherry Central University. His research focuses on nanotechnology, renewable energy, and robotics. With the 25 publications, 3 patents, and 3 copyrights to his name, Dr. Deep is a leading expert in his field. So now I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Ms. Asha Rani, Assistant Professor and Coordinator, B.Tech, M.Tech, ECE, PhD, ECE, Department of Communication, Division of Admission, Lovely Professional University. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any questions you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. And now I hand over the things to Dr. Ramandeep, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from him. Over to you, Dr. Ramandeep. Unmute yourself, Dr. Ramandeep, first.
So thank you for the introduction. So let me share my screen. So hope it is visible.
Yes, the screen is visible. You can continue, Dr. Ramandeep.
So good afternoon, everyone. So I would like to introduce myself. So as ma'am said, I'm Dr. Ramdev. So as a serving as a professor in Department of Robotics and Automation. Okay. So meanwhile, today my topic would be like how this robotics and automation influences an industries from industry's perspective, and how these robotics are being manufactured and how it is being used in the industry perspective. Okay. So these would be like normal basic topics where each school graduating students can able to understand all these concepts, so that they can even try themselves like DIY, do it yourself in the home-based projects also. Okay, so with this small introduction, let me go into the small intro about the robotics and automation. Usually this robotic and automation, it's a field where at present, so it was there in quite older days, but due to the recent advancement in artificial intelligence, automation, communications, IoT, this particular field is an interdisciplinary one, where the people of various engineering aspects like electronics, computer science, mechanical, so these people will be combined together to form a certain things called as robotics, which is implemented in industries for a automation process. Okay, so with this small intro about what is robotics, so let me go for a like some history. Okay, so now at present we are in industry 4.0. Okay, so as I show at the left side, the bottom corner, so there is a first generation where all the automation process has been carried out. No, it's not an automation, where the industrial process has been carried out through the power system, through the steam powered machines. Whereas in second generation, it was through the electricity and battery consumptions was there. Coming to the third generation, it was slightly automated with respect to the computer systems and certain programming. But now, at present, we are in fourth generation, which is 4.0, industry 4.0, which is based upon the cyber physical systems. Okay, so coming to cyber physical systems, it is a combination, or it is an integration, or it is an interdisciplinary nature of a human being along with the system, which is computers. Okay, so these computers or machines has been combined together to form certain robotics process. Okay, so these robotic process includes an engineers, where the people of an electronics, so let me repeat once again. So the people of electronics, the computer science, and also mechanical people will be involved together to develop certain robotic machines. Okay, so what these robotic machines do? So similar to the human beings, so it can also perform the task, which can be done by the human being. So these robots learn by itself. So how it learns? It is based upon the programming which we do into that particular machines. Okay, so therefore I have just shown you certain image over here. So where a human is saying, I can learn everything automatically from the experiences. Okay, so when we ask a question to the machine, So even the machine says, yes, even I can also learn. So with the type of technique called machine learning techniques. So which means the man is being programmed. The man is programming the machines where it can learn by itself when some situation comes into the aspects. Okay. So let me play one video over here. So if you see this particular animation, so there is a robotic arm which takes an apple, sorry, or an orange from a tree, and it places in the corresponding trays. For example, if you see over here, it takes an apple and it places in a tray. So where an apple is loaded. So similarly, if it is an orange, it places in another tray. So see, this particular machine can able to differentiate between the two things, whether it is an apple or whether it is an orange. And once it can able to differentiate, it places in the corresponding trays. So how this machine is performing all these things? So it has both the software mechanism along with the hardware mechanism. Okay. So today we are going to see how these hardwares and softwares are being combined to make one particular machine, which is called as robotic, and how this robotic is being used in industries for an automation process. So at the bottom right corner, you can see there is a robotic machines. Okay. So where the correspond at present, so this is robotic surgeries are being carried out in various hospitals. So it is being improved in various aspects. At present, the human health is of utmost concern. So compared in various parts of the world. Okay. So when we develop machines, so to the medical field, then what does that it mean? It means it has 100% accuracy where a human being can perform, where a machine can perform the similar task like a human being. Okay. So this is one of the field where robotics is being used in the surgeries, that is in medical applications. Okay. So whereas in the middle part, I have just shown you certain applications like automatic language processing. So which means you can use this language translators, language robots, okay, for traffic prediction, speech recognition, image recognition, and online fraud detection, medical diagnosis, industrial application. So various applications can be done using this robotics. So the usage of this robotics for the automation process is both is combined as a robotic and automation systems. Okay. So let me go to the next slide. Okay, so before going to the in-depth concepts, okay, let me introduce like how these robotic companies or what are the skills the robotic engineer should have. So, and what are the companies which is the top most companies in India, and what are the applications? Okay, so for example, in the if you see certain robotic companies like Novos, De facto, Asimos, Gridboards. Okay, so Sastra Boatsman. So these are, and Wipro Pari, which is the most leading robotics companies in India, offering the quite billion amount of job opportunities. Packages will be like in billions. Okay, investments are also in billions. So these top 10 companies of India is giving more job opportunities to the people, which is like interdisciplinary job opportunities are there. Okay, so I have listed out only few companies. So apart from this, many startup companies are also there, and a few more like national based companies are also being established in India. Okay, so these are few examples. And coming to, okay, if you want to have a good salary packages, or if you want to be work in the topmost robotic companies, what are the skill sets you should have? So coming to the first one, you should able to have a knowledge about the designing of the robots, which means so how you need to design it for an application. For example, the robot which is used in surgery cannot be used for a food delivery system, okay, or for a industrial application. So for each application, so the designing of the robots has to be performed. Okay, so therefore you should have a knowledge about how to design a robot either in the mechanical ways or in the hardware based. Okay, and also the working mechanism related to the software based also. Okay, then coming to the second one, so it is not only you will be developing a machine, sir. So when it has been installed in an industry, you should be able to assemble and disassemble, and you need to rectify the issues or the problems faced by that particular industry using these robots. Okay, so then you need to conduct a research work where how you can develop the robots in various aspects. Then you need to test it. Then you can you can check whether the same robot can be used for the various applications. Okay, so the repairing services, train technicians. So it is not only you will be involved. You need to train the technicians where they can go and do the servicing or repairing. Okay, so these 9 skills is very much important. So which should be possessed by the robotic engineer. Okay. So over the bottom, so as I already told you, these are the few applications coming to the industries, building, medical application, transports, then coming to the home automation. So in all those applications, we'll be using the robotics where the application is completely automated. Okay, so from this particular slide, I would like to conclude these are the few robotics companies which is available in India, so which is providing more job opportunities to the robotic engineers. And these are the 9 set of skills where you need to possess, where a robotic engineer should possess. Okay, so let me go to the next slide. So as I already told you, we are in the current 4th generation of Industry 4.0, where it is involved like cyber physical systems. So which is the combination of human being along with the machines. Okay. So as we have already discussed, first of all, what is robot? It is nothing but a machine. Okay. So which is doing the task where a human being, where it is a complex for the human being. So because human beings can get tired and the accuracy may not be there, but whereas this particular robotics can work for the entire day, that is 7 into 365 days, it can work for it. Okay. So 24/7. So therefore, these machines can be used for one particular task or multiple applications where it is a timing based. Okay, so when you talk about the time based system, then it is called as the automation. You might have seen many automotive manufacturing conditions. For example, one robotic arm will fix the engine, then the car will move through the conveyor belt, it will move to the next section where the robot will fix the wheels. Then the other robotic arm will fix the doors, all those aspects. Okay, so therefore each particular robotic will do certain things where it is complex for the human being. So therefore it is a combination of 2 words, which is robotics and automation, which comes under the category of application. This automation can be of any particular field. Okay, so you are seeing certain robots over here. So are these only the robots which we call it as the robots? No, obviously no. Okay, so these are certain robots, but let me show you the other aspects of the robots also where used for the automation applications. So as we have seen this animation already, so this particular robotic arm decides whether it is an apple or an orange. And if it is an apple, it keeps in one particular tray. If it is an orange, it keeps in the other particular tray. So this is one particular application. Coming to the next one, in this particular animation, you can see the robot detect the gesture. So for example, there is a human being in the laptop. So this particular robot is detecting his face and it analyzes his particular psychological effects also. Okay. Sorry. So coming to the third one. So this particular robot analyzes the colors. If you see, so wherever this red color is moves on, the robot changes its direction and it's moving towards the particular color. Okay. So this is the next most thing. Sorry. Okay, so coming to the next particular slide. So this is the, see, completely it is automated. So where one particular robot takes which is harvesting the fruits from one particular point and it keeps it on the next robot where it carries forwards from one particular point to the other particular point. So everything is being automated. Coming to this particular slide, so there is a rotten apple and good apple. So this robotics and automation identifies which one is good and which one is rotten and sends to the next particular process, which is called as for a juice or the other processing applications. Okay, so these are the few other particular applications where a robot can be used in an automation, in particular to the industries. Okay, so these are few applications. So therefore, these are not only the robots, so these are also called as the robots, which is used in automation in industries. Okay, so coming to the next one, so which is the most important factor? So there is a robot. How will you analyze the performance of the robot? So there are four major points where you can remember. So point number one is performance. Next is environment. Third one is the actuators, and last one is the sensors. Okay, so in this particular thing, so how you calculate the performance of a robot? That will come under the category one, which is performance. How will you evaluate the robot performance? It is based upon P, E, A, and S. So first one is performance. Second one is on which zone or which environment it is working on. Well, for example, if you take a robotic vacuum cleaner, so we have a tiles based, we have a marbles, we have a mats, and we have a wet floor, we have a dry floor. So according to the floor, according to the environment, this particular robotic vacuum has to be there, which is used to clear the or which is used to clean the home application. So that is the environment which we call it as. And coming to the third and fourth one, it is actuators or sensor, which is nothing but the hardware used in the robots. Okay. So how will you evaluate the robots? So it is the keywords which is called as performance, environment, actuator, and sensor. So here are a few applications for medical diagnosis robot. What is the performance measure, on what environment it will work, what is the actuators, and what is the sensor it will use. And coming to the vacuum cleaner and part picking robot. So for see the environment, here it is in hospitals, here it is in home, and the last one is in industry. The environment changes. According to the environment, how you are evaluating the robot based upon the performance, environment, actuators, and sensors. In medical applications, you will use the sensors and keyboard, whereas in vacuum cleaner, you will use various sensors, infrared, camera, all those things. Coming to the part picking, obviously, we'll use the camera sensors and force sensors. Okay. Okay, this is the next application, bottle filling application, in which is like industry automated. So a bottle will be there, and in the second one, the juice is being filled, and third one, it is being closed. Okay. So see all these robots. One is the conveyor belt, and robot 1, robot 2, and robot 3, and robot 4 is involved. 4 type of robotic arms is being used in the automation process, in particular to the industry applications. Okay. So this robot keeps a bottle in the conveyor belt. So this particular robotic hand fills the content, and third particular robotic hand, it closes the bottle, and fourth robotic hand, it sends the bottle to the packages. Okay, so how these robots work? So nowadays there is a fascinating world called artificial intelligence. What is intelligence? So this artificial intelligence is nothing where a human being is programming the devices, or how he is programming the machines, or how he is programming the robots. Okay, so a man-made intelligence, a human being's intelligence, where it is being incorporated into the machines. Therefore, if this system is called as the artificial intelligence, you can see there is a 2 keywords. One is intelligence, second one is the artificial devices. So intelligence is being deployed in a device. Therefore, it is called as artificial intelligence devices, robotics, or machines. Okay. So as I already told you, so human being says to robot that I can learn by itself. So nowadays, even the machine can learn by itself. You might have seen certain applications. First of all, it identifies whether it is an apple or orange. So according to the identification, it sorts out the fruits. Okay. So therefore, when a human being can do this, even the machines can do this. But the machines, how it is doing? Only we human beings are programming the machines or the robots. So this is what how the machine learning works. First of all, you need to make certain data, input data, how the machine is has to be trained. Okay, we are just giving the we are training the machines using certain algorithms. Okay, so from the data and trainings, the machines can learn from itself. And whenever, for example, when you keep an apple, it identifies from the training data that the machine has been trained for apple, orange, or mango, whatever may be. It identifies whether what type of fruit it is, and it sort accordingly. But for example, if you're trained for apple, mango, and orange, but if you give the other types of fruit, whether it will sort out, no, it will give the message, I have not been trained. Okay, so therefore these machines have certain constraints, which means according to our input, these robots will work upon. Okay, so that is why this how we are training, whether it is trained by itself or whether a human being is used to train the machine. So based on this, they classified in 2 things: supervised and unsupervised learning. Okay, so let me give you some applications also. So here, first of all, how a robot can recognize a certain character, whether it is an apple or whether it is a character or whether you are showing some gestures. So how did it identify? So we are using certain technique called artificial neural network. Okay. So in this particular method, what you will do, you will just give the various type of data. For example, the human beings' handwriting may be different. So if I ask you to write A, different people will write A in different methodology. So what you need to do, you need to give a various data, set of drawings where how A can be represented, and you need to program that particular device to identify that whether it is a or a other character. So this particular technique is called as the artificial neural network. Okay. So coming to the next one, it is genetic algorithm. So in order to understand, I just shown you some basic example. So which is based upon the past data. So what does the past data mean over here? There are certain banks. I need to invest in certain bank. So what I will do, I will analyze the past few years data. Which bank is giving the more interest, or what is the loss, or what is the profit, how they are serving us, what is the advantages, what is the disadvantage. So based upon the past data, I will identify which bank I need to invest, and I will just go accordingly. So similarly over here, I will do the optimization work. For example, if I want to carry a certain work, what I will do, I will optimize to get the more accuracy. What type of work I can go for is that you can select based upon the technique called genetic algorithm. So first one is artificial neural network, which is based upon the images, and second one is genetic algorithm, which is based upon the past data, and coming to the third one, which is based upon the knowledge or the probability concept, which means there is an orange, there is a lemon, okay, and there is an apple. I will ask you, what is the taste of a lemon? So you will say it is sour. Okay. So if I ask you what is the color of a mango, you will say obviously it is in yellow. So, but if I ask you what is the taste of an orange, what you will say, you will be getting confused whether it is sour, whether it is sweet, or whether it is in between these two. Okay. So when you have these type of applications, for example, if I ask you the color of an apple, so some of the apples will be red, some of the apples will be in green, some of the apples will be in mixed phase. So when you have these type of doubts, or if you have a fuzzy based mechanism, you will be using a technique called fuzzy logic system. So first one is based upon the images, which is artificial neural network. Second one, which is based upon the past data. And third one, which is based upon the probability cost. So when you have the confused state of the application, you will be going for the fuzzy logic technique. So there is a robot. So this robot has certain performance measures, and it can be used in various applications. And how you are using this application, how you are making the robot to learn using artificial intelligence. So in artificial intelligence, so there are certain techniques, soft computing techniques called artificial neural network. If you're using cameras, or genetic algorithm, if you're using past data to train it, or if you have the multiple applications, then you are going for the fuzzy logic system. Okay. So anyway, so these are the certain software comprising part, okay, where you will be programming it. But without an hardware, how will you, so where you need to go for a programming? Okay, obviously you need to program the input and the output. The processing has to be done by the software system. Okay, so but what is the inputs and what is the output? So inputs are nothing but the sensors, and outputs are nothing but the actuators. So sensors are nothing but the, for example, we human being have eyes, which is similar to the camera. Okay, then we have a taste buds, that is tongue, which is used to identify the taste. Similarly, we have a sensor which can detect the smells, or which can detect about the saltiness, sweetness, everything. So these inputs are being taken up a device called as the sensors. Okay. Okay. So we know the sensor. We have the artificial intelligence programming technique. Then what is the output? So outputs are nothing but the actuators. Actuators are nothing but the robotic arm, the motors, the pneumatic actuators. So these are the drivers, wheels, all these called as the actuators, which helps us to, or which makes the robotic to perform its action. For example, if you take the automatic driving vehicle, that is automotive car, self-driving cars. So there are n number of sensors which analyzes or gets the data from the atmosphere. Okay, for example, if some vehicle approaches near to the self-driving car, it will either indicate some vehicle is approaching to us. Please either brake it, or you can just move forward. Okay, so there are certain sensors. So according to the input, there is a programming so that the wheels will either brake it, either brake can be applied, or the wheels will move certain higher speeds conditions. Okay, so therefore sensors, programming, and actuators. So it is a combination of hardware and the software system. So input is nothing but the sensors. Hardware is based upon artificial intelligence and machine learning techniques, and output is based upon the actuators. Okay, coming to the sensor, yes. So nowadays sensors are wide range of sensors based upon the generations. So which can only detect that is a sensor. Coming to the intelligence sensor, so some communication can be done. And coming to the intelligence sensor, it can analyze the data. It can give you the result also. So therefore, there is various generation. At present, we are in intelligence sensor where it has certain feedback also. You can error can also be rectified. Okay. So these are the various generation. So now we are in intelligent plus sensors. Okay, plus intelligent sensors, where it can do the compensation, processing, communication, integration, validation, data fusion. All this work can be possible. All this processing is possible. Step by step execution is possible in the intelligent sensors. Okay. So anyway, these are like independent. What does the sensor do? It analyzes and it has certain inbuilt processing applications. Then it sends to the antennas where it can transmit the data to the receivers. Okay. So in receiver, it will receive it, and what it will do, it will convert from one form of signal into the other form of signal, and it will give to the robotic arm or through the wheels where the process can be taken out. So these are the few sensors. So these are the few sensors like rainfall sensor, pH sensor, alcohol sensor, that is gas sensors, then light dependent resistors, temperature sensors, soil moisture. These are the few sensors where you can use as a input devices, okay, or input sensors. Okay, so now we have a sensor. So how to communicate? For example, we have a IoT devices. So on what basis we will communicate? So there are certain standards, whether it is a wired communication or whether it is a wireless communication. For example, Bluetooth, we have a Wi-Fi, RFID, IR sensors. Okay, so these sensors are used to communicate your data from one point to the other point. So previously we were been using RF, IR, Bluetooth and all. So these data are very slow and it can't handle so much amount of data. So therefore, now the advanced form of application, for example, Wi-Fi, WiMAX, all these things are also there. So therefore, obviously, the communication is divided into two. Either it is wired or the wireless. So depending upon the application and complexity, you can decide. So whether you want to have a wired communication or a wireless communication. Okay. Then coming to the network, what is meant by network over here? Whether you are communicating to within 1 meter or 2 meters or kilometers, like hundreds of kilometers or thousands of kilometers, or across the globe, obviously you need to have a networking. Okay, so whether it is a wireless sensor network or head-off network or a mobile-based things. Okay, so therefore you have an input which is based upon the sensor. You are processing it through the artificial intelligence programming. Then, if the application is in the localized, then no need of communication and networking. But if it is at the distance, obviously you need to search what type of communication you need to make and what type of network you need to use it. Okay, whether you want to connect a single sensor to the single device or single input to the multiple device. So therefore, you need to group the master and slave configuration. For these configurations and all, you need to go for the networking concepts. Okay. Yes. So this is few things. So for example, the smartwatch, which can analyze your mental health and it will suggest you whether how much of time you need to sleep or what is the sleep time you have taken to sleep. Also. So accordingly, it will diagnose your body. So this particular smartwatch has all the sensors like heartbeat sensor, temperature sensor. So these sensors integrated, it will give you the n number of data. Okay, where even this can be communicated to your doctors, the personal doctors which you have, or you can even record the data for the future monitoring aspects. Okay, so this is coming under the next one, which is called as IoT, Internet of Things. So this Internet of Things is also being used in industries, which is called as industrial Internet of Things, where the process called warehouse applications, sorting out your products or identifying your things. What is the content they have or what is the capacity they have to serve in the warehouse. Okay, so all these things can be monitored using the industrial Internet of Things. Okay, so the most it is used in manufacturing industry and also in the warehouse applications. Okay, then coming to the next one. So it seems to be quite funny, but how the cattle farming industry, the agriculture industry, the farming industry uses Internet of Things. For example, there are thousands of cows. So we need to check which one is vaccinated. So how will you identify the vaccinated and non-vaccinated cow? Or what is the temperature of the cow? So from you will be sitting in the home, but cows will be in the farm. How will you monitor the health aspects of the cow? It is based upon the IoTs and artificial intelligence automation works. It is possible. So you can have the sensors in which is over the surface of the body. It can analyze what is the temperature, what is the pulse it has, what is the heartbeat, and whether it is vaccinated or not, or what is the amount of food it has taken, what is the amount of water it has consumed. So all these data, these sensor will analyze. So once it is analyzed, it will be taken to the database where the data is stored, and this database will be monitored by the data scientists or the data engineers or by the corresponding owners. Okay, so therefore this is one of the next application where you can just go for the industrial IoT process, which is an automation one. Okay, so if the farm animals are being sick, so it will automatically alert the doctors also, so that the doctor can come and identify which particular animal has an health issues. Okay, so these are few challenges. Yes, so obviously since the data is being communicated, so there is a threat on security of the data. So anyone can breach at any moment of time and they can treat the data. So it once again depends upon the application, whether the security threats are based upon the whether if it is a bank based application or whether it is a farming based application. So therefore this data is unreliable, and these are the few challenges: that privacy and security, real-time analysis, the location. These are few challenges associated with the industrial IoT, which is based upon the robotics and automation technologies. Okay, so as I already told you, these are the few privacy and security challenges which we have associated with the current trend. Once if these particular challenges are addressed, obviously you can have the industry which is completely automated using robotics, which is 100% accuracy. So the data, as I have told you, so since we incorporate n number of sensors in the devices, we have large amount of data generated each and every second. So these data has to be stored. So once again, it has a good job opportunity like data scientists and data engineers, where the people will analyze the data and give you the future perspectives. So these are few applications. Let me skip. Okay, coming to the hardware, these are the few hardwares. So processing hardware, where you people will be programming. The sensors will be connected to the input and the actuators will be connected to the output, and the program will be done to this particular board or to this IC chips. Okay, so this is Arduino, where you can go for like basic applications. You can't go for AI based applications in Arduino. But whereas in Raspberry Pi or NVIDIA or Jetson Nano, so these type of various microcontroller boards can be used for the AI-based robotic automation process and application, where this boards has a GPUs, graphical processing units, where it can identify the images through the camera and it can process the images for the future applications. Okay, so as I already told you, these are the various boards, right from Arduino UNO, Raspberry Pi, ESP32. Each board has certain specifications depending upon the capacity to process, or what is the time it has taken, and amount of data it can handle, whether it can handle the images or not. So based upon your application, you can decide the various types of boards. So there is a company called NVIDIA. So these NVIDIA produces a number of boards for the robotics application. We have GPUs, AI-based deep learning NVIDIA boards, NVIDIA drives, and gaming technology. So the gaming technology boards cannot be used for the normal AI and deep learning, because this gaming has to have the more graphical processing. Whereas AI and deep learning NVIDIA boards, they don't need that much amount of thing, because it can process only few camera-based images or video images on the certain database. So therefore, depending upon the application, you can use any one of the boards which is manufactured by the NVIDIA. So at present, most of the robotics and automation industries uses NVIDIA boards, which is of high quality GPUs, where it can process AI and deep learning concepts, that is machine learning concepts. Okay. So these are the various generations, right from NVIDIA Jetson Nano, Jetson Xavier, Jetson that is NX and AGX, and Jetson Orin, and NVIDIA DGX systems. So each system differentiates or can be able to identify based upon the properties like processing time, data handling capacity, how much, what is the processing speed, error, and accuracy. So based on this, or depending upon your application, whether it is AI based or non-AI based, you can select the type of NVIDIA boards where it can serve you for the purpose of getting an input, processing, and making into the output for industrial applications. So with this short intro, so let me complete my presentation now. So if you have any queries and doubts, you can ask.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ramandeep. So now I would request to the admission nominee, Ms. Asha Rani, to be on the screen. Over to you, Ms. Asha Rani. Dr. Ramandeep, can you please stop sharing your screen,
Yes,
that Asha ma'am will able to share her screen also. Thank you.
I hope I'm audible, ma'am.
Yes, you're audible, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Let me share the screen first. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am. Screen is visible.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Let's first discuss about the accreditation and approvals our university have. We have, I'm feeling proud to share with you all that our university is a NAC A++ grade in NAC accreditation, and it's the highest, we are having highest score, that is a 3.68 score on 4-point scale. And it is the highest score in first cycle of accreditation among all government and private universities. And again, it is again the highest score among all the state private universities of India. And we are also accredited with the Accreditation Council for Business School and Program for business programs. And we are having approvals from UGC, University Grants Commission, for regular as well as distance and online programs. And we are also having approval from National Council for Teacher Education for education programs. And again, I'm feeling, I'm delighted to share with you all that recently we got NB accreditation for the 4 BTech programs, that is BTech CSE, BTech ECE, BTech Mechanical Engineering, and BTech Civil Engineering as well. And we are also having approval from Council of Architecture to run architecture programs. See, whenever we are about to start any program, we ensure that all the accreditation and approvals required for that particular program we should have, and we have that. And we are also having approval from Bar Council of India for law programs. Similarly, Indian Association of Physiotherapists for the physiotherapy programs. And we are also having approval from Pharmacy Council of India for pharmacy programs. So recently, our university has been recognized by UGC as a Category 1 university with the grant of graded autonomy. And now, as far as memberships are concerned, we are already a member of International Association of University, that is IAU, and we are also a member of Association of Indian University, that is AIU. And we are also the member of Institute of International Education. And we are also the member of Institute of Engineers, and we are also associated with the Association of Commonwealth Universities, the UK. And now, as far as the rankings are concerned, we are also having top rankings. And in the world, let me share about ranking. We have been ranked as second by World University with the real impact in industrial applications. And again, I'm feeling honored to share with you all that in this first attempt, LPU has secured a global band of 101 to 200. And all the topmost universities like MIT, Harvard, University, Oxford University, they all participated in this particular ranking, and we are ahead of these universities. And in Atal ranking of institutions on innovation achievement, we have been ranked third. And as far as our students' performance, our students are not doing wonders in academics, but they are also doing wonders in extracurricular activities. And one proof is that everyone knows that LPU created history in Tokyo Olympics. 12 out of our 13 students, they won Olympic medals. And in Paris Olympics also, our 24 students participating in this Paris Olympics 2024. And again, I'm feeling happy to share with you that about our one more achievement that we got. We are the first runner-up in Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Sports Trophy. And we are the first ever private university to clinch this title since its inception in 1965. And it has been awarded by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports for by Government of India. And our students also did well in 19th Asian Games. And Neeraj Chopra, he got lost in Diamond League for a best throw of 89.08 meter. And he's the first Indian to clinch this award. And these are the glimpses of our students' achievement in sports field. And as I told you, our students are doing wonders. I mean, in academic fields also, we are also in the topmost, you can say university, among the topmost universities in the academic field also. And the LPU hosted 106th Indian Science Congress. And it has been inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. And here audience was not from the India, but international audience was also there in this event. And who doesn't know him, he's a spiritual leader, Dalai Lama ji. See, we always say that you name them and we have them in our university. So all the renowned personalities in approximately every field, they visit our university time to time. See two former presidents with our Honorable Chancellor, Sir Shri Ashok Mittal ji. And as I told you that our students are doing wonders in approximately every field because we believe in providing all the facilities, whatever required for their grooming. So if they are not interested in placement or they want to start their own startup, or if they want to become entrepreneur, I mean, in whichever field they have interest, we always guide, motivate, and we also help them financially. And for this, we have started LPU Startup School, and it was inaugurated by Shri Arun Jaitley ji. Glimpse of our convocation is a spiritual leader, Gaur Gopal Das ji. He guided our students how to maintain a balance between education and mental health. See personalities from Bollywood. MS Dhoni ji. Okay, let me share one more achievement with you all that we won Guinness World Record for the largest Bhangra team under one roof. Okay, if I'm talking about infrastructure, we are also you can say at the top infrastructure wise also. We have 600 plus acre, and this is the open air auditorium. This is one of the favorite place among our students. So this is auditorium with 2,500 seating capacity. All the big events like webinars, seminars, and conferences are being held here. fully equipped labs, library, and we are having one center in our university. I mean, our university is not only a university, but itself it is a, you can say it is city. I mean, all the things whichever you require for you in your daily life, you can get in one within the campus only. And this is the mall, Unicenter, gymnasium. We are not taking care of the students academic wise, or you can say in other curricular activities, but we are also taking care of their health. So we have one hospital, uni hospital within our campus with 30 bed capacity, and staffed with the physiotherapist and medical officer. See solar panel to generate electricity. See how our campus is looking like. Lush green campus, and how it look like in dark. See, our students, as I told you, created history in Tokyo Olympics, and now also they are performing well in Paris Olympics also. We believe in providing all the facilities, whatever required for their groom, as I told you, and this might be one of the reasons that our students are performing well. And this is a badminton court, shooting range, and this is the all-weather Olympic-sized swimming pool. So this is all about our accreditation, approvals, and infrastructure and performance of our students. So as Dr. Ramdeep has given information about robotics and automation, and nowadays we know that it is very important nowadays in our daily life also. So you might be interested to know that how to get enrolled in this program. So it's my suggestion if you can come live with me on our website, so that I can tell you all the steps, I mean how to get information about this program and how to get enrolled in this program. So let's go to our website. Just to I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am, screen is visible.
LPU website screen.
No, LPU website screen is not visible right now. Stop sharing, ma'am, again, share your screen. Maybe there's a technical glitch.
I think I'm getting some issue. Now it's visible, ma'am.
No, ma'am, it's not visible. Yes, ma'am, it's visible now, the website.
Right. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for confirming. So if you want to get enrolled in this particular program, you can visit our website, that is lpu.in. So as I discussed about ranking, infrastructure, accreditation, you can get all the information from our website. So let's go to that particular program, that is BTech Robotics and Automation. So you can click on admissions. After going on for admission, you can click on a regular program after 12th. So after clicking on this, you can have information about all the programs are appearing after 12th. So you can click on engineering, and after that you can click on here robotics and automation, and this is the BTech robotic and automation program. So as far as this is a 4 years program, so as far as eligibility is concerned, eligibility for this particular program is pass with 60% aggregate marks in your 12th with physics, mathematics, and English subject. And you must qualify either LP Nest or CUT, or you must have score in JEE Main, that is 80 percentile or above. So if you don't have this score in JEE Mains and you had not appeared in CUT, then you need to appear in our LPUNS, that is LPU National Eligibility and Scholarship Test. And it is being conducted in 2 modes, remotely proctored from home or test center based. It is up to the student. So this is our eligibility for this particular program. So if you want to get information about which subjects you are going to study in this particular program semester wise, you can also have this information. See from first year, second year, third year, fourth year, all the subjects you are going to study. So let's discuss about scholarship. See, we are as far as fee is concerned, fee depends upon the caliber of the student. Higher the caliber, lower will be the fee. So we are providing scholarship to our student. So if you have in your 12th score is more than 95%, or if you had appeared in our LPUNest test and you are falling in the category 1 cutoff, or your JEE Main score is more than 95 percentile, then you can get 42% of your program fee as your scholarship. So your applicable fee will be 98,600 per semester. Per semester means this fee will remain same throughout your BTech, 8 semesters. Similarly, if you are falling in the category 2 cutoff or your percentage is more than 90 and less than 95, then you can have 37% of your program fee as your scholarship. And the applicable fee will be 1,07,100. Similarly, for category 3 cutoff, we are having fee 1,15,600 per semester. We are also providing scholarship on the basis of CUET also. And we are having other scholarships, as I told you, that if you want to become entrepreneur or you want to start your own startup and you had already done some work in that, on the basis of that, you can get a scholarship, and the scholarship on the topics of education also. We are having financial aid also, right? If you are from army background, then you can get financial aid. So now how to get enrolled for this program? So as far as placements are concerned, we are also having very good placement this year. We are having 20 lakh, you can say package and highest package this year, and for EC students, and average is 6 point something lakh per annum. So now how to apply for this particular program? See, whenever you are going to visit our website, there is an option apply now. You can click on that, and after filling all the necessary credentials like your mail, state, name, your mobile, you can get registered. And after that, after registering here, all the credentials will be sent to your mail, and you will get SMS, and you can visit our site, that is admission.lpu.in, and you can log in and your account will be created. Then you can apply for admission. So see, after signing up or registering on our portal, as I told you, then you can take admission. So as I told you, if you don't have JEE percentile 80 percentile or above, or you had not appeared in a CUET, then you need to appear in our LPUNest, and you can apply for LPUNest, and you can book the exam slot, and you can appear and clear, and accordingly you can get the scholarship on the basis of that. So this is all about when you are going to click on take admission, So all the necessary information you have to fill, and after that, from the drop-down list, you can select the program. So in this way, okay, let me inform you about the important dates also. I mean, what is the last date to apply? 15th August is the last date to apply for this particular program. So this is all about of this program. If you have any query, please, you can ask. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Asha Rani. Can we take questions, Dr. Ramandeep and Ms. Asha Rani?
Sure, ma'am.
Thanks for giving me chance to address your questions. Now let's start with the first question. Gurpreet Singh is asking here, how are advancements in robotics transforming the manufacturing industry, and what are the potential benefits and challenges of increased automation in production processes? Dr. Ramandeep.
So, yes. So coming to the advancement in technology, for example, if you have seen nowadays the surgeries are being performed by the robotics. Example, so the stones which is in a gallbladder. So recently I just gone through this article.
Yes, you can continue, Dr. Ramandeep.
Yeah. So these particular robotics and automations is particularly used in medical field, which is increasing the accuracy of the surgeries. So which is also assisting the doctors. So this is in one medical field. So whereas in the coming to the industry aspect, the products which is being manufactured. So for example, our student has visited the Coca-Cola manufacturing company. The robotics and automation is being used in this industry where the product is completely pure. There is no mixing of any other alterations, and completely it is done by the machine. So the accuracy is being ensured, the production is increased, and even the quality of the product is also being increased. So in these aspects, it is seen that the role of robotics industries and ways fields is being progressed. And this would be the good scope of education for the students also.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ramandeep. Ms. Asha Rani, ma'am, somebody is asking here, do LPU provide the residential facilities also?
Definitely, ma'am. We are having very safe and secure residential facility. We are having multiple options there. We are having apartments also, and standard rooms are also there with the AC and with the air cooler facility. So we are having a single-seater, two-seater, three-seater, four-seater apartment, and same we are having standard rooms are also there.
Thank you so much, Ms. Asha Rani. And once again, thanks to our expert, Dr. Ramandeep. I hope all the participants got their answers from our expert. Sorry. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding admission. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.